to continue on
like 5 minutes. Oh, 7 or 8.
Good. Right. Seeing pressure from Gen.G. Justin, a little high shot. She's no big whiff. But Justin gives it right back. He's able to put it towards net. Percy able to knock it away. Already. Bit of a race here in the midfield. Both teams trying to figure out each other's pacing. Percy, strong clearance downfield. Good cut from Cheese. He's going to be able to follow it up and get a 50 there. And pressure from Gen.G. They've already got a shot on the board. They're looking to add another. They've been doing a good job of just grabbing the ball here initially.
Did the prediction end at 95-5 for this one? No, 90-10.
They also have very strong possession, right? They follow each other up very, very quickly.
Thank you for the sub to Darkest Godly. Stream Elements is slow today. The notification will be up soon.
The next person's ready to go, and that level of speed has really set Gen.G apart recently against most teams.
They talk about speed. Justin came in quick on that play. Good on the defense.
Do they really not have drops on? Why would they not? It's so, like, they don't even make new drops. Why not just turn them on? I don't get it. Don't get it.
First shot from the boys.
Not too shabby, and that's what you want to see too, right? If you're a boys fan and you want the chaos like teammates wanted, you want this, but no.
I have the perfect song for the boys when the boys score.
Creativity to even get there is a good sign for the boys. Unfortunately for them, Gen.G's
If you're a member of the boys and you want to feel the heat, get ready for this celebration song for any of their game wins they might get.
Back out to Justin, and it's very, like I said, fluid is the word to describe Gen.G Mobile 1 right now.
I love boys from Cute Nice. I believe it.
Gaps here, and Cheese had to buckle back. That shot's a little bit more towards the net. Could have been the first goal.
Genuinely starting to wonder if Epic is trying to kill RLCS.
Here's Magic Bear. Pass it Justin.
No.
Justin with a shot on, and it did.
Never attribute to malice what can be attributed to like incompetence or what is it? Bang! Look at the passing plays. You couldn't stop hearing that song when you were trying to sleep yesterday?
Laser point precision. Gen.G Mobile 1 get their opening move.
Now Gen.G with the first goal. And Justin, like you said, great shot from them. Boys still trying to find a quick answer if they can. Here's Evo, redirect. Nah, not able to get contact with that one. Boys have to
baited everyone into Utopiaing while I was still here.
Too aggressive. They pull off there and let Cheese immediately go for the ball. They say we got.
Where's Took? He's been gone for a while.
Just let the boys play the game into our hands. I like the spacing I'm seeing from them.
If I were trying to kill RLCS without outright saying it, I would be running things in a very similar manner. Are you kidding me, guys? They added 1v1 to RLCS. Clearly, they are not trying to kill it. They're trying to revive it. You know what they're doing? They're slowly working towards getting rid of this 3v3 game mode and having it be all ones. That's what they're doing. They also added Feer, though. Yes? See? Surely that's not something they would do if they were trying to kill it. Aqua won the DS challenge. Failed.
On the Gen.G side can be on Justin at times, but you really do have to keep that a little side eye on Magic Bear, because if Magic Bear starts to get comfortable, then he just is an X factor for
bang,
the series.
bang.
Shot from Aqua right down the middle of the net.
They were positioned so weird. As soon as it came to the ground and all of Gen.G was sitting on the ground, I was like, they're gonna be in trouble.
Keep it in the half, and then Aqua just sneaks on in. The second Magic Bear lost the touch on it. It was open opportunity for the boys.
Of course, the Epic shield tries to defend Epic fail.
A little bit of a miscommunication there too. I think Magic went on the back wall. So no
caught me.
Really setting that. It was a perfect shot for Aqua.
They, I have really enjoyed that they've been sponsoring the stream for the new seasons and stuff and giving us money for show matches. They didn't do that before. Seems like something you would do if you're trying to keep the game going. I don't know. Does that make me a shield because I'm saying nice things about the company that gave me money? I don't think so. I'm sure that's not the exact definition of what a shill is.
Unfortunately, just wasn't enough boost to keep the play going. But on the flip side, Gen.G pretty high on boost, able to keep a lot of shots.
Bang! Oh, Aqua!
You saw it as soon as he had the space for the second touch on the backboard, there was no saving that.
I mean, he's up so fast. That's a perfect first touch considering the speed and how he's air rolling. And it's just a great follow from Aqua.
Play the song?
Yeah, sure.
If they win the game, we'll play the song.
Aqua, he's always shown that mechanical prowess. And he, like you said,
the song's title is literally Boys.
Make some things happen. What a goal there from Aqua. The boys now up by 1. Gen.G down here in game 1. Maybe a chance to get back in this one, but they can't get the shot off.
They're still trying, even on low boost. Everybody's just racing around to keep control of this ball. 30 seconds left on the clock. A 1-goal lead for the boys, though, could be taken away. A pass to Justin has to
Ooh, Aqua, did he get up clean, or did someone bump him?
Right position to be able to take a shot. So now they go again. Justin clears this one towards net. Evo sends it back. Cheese to catch in the mid, but Evo's going to be faster than Justin. Aqua's already up.
Ooh, Aqua almost just ended their whole careers. Evo on 0 boost or the entire Gen.G roster? Who you got? I got Evo.
The ground, the boys have taken game 1.
Always something on my mind. A kind of magic in the air.
3 saves all over the field. And Evo assisting both goals there as well. I mean, they look fluid. Everybody feels comfortable. They had a shaky start at the beginning of the game, but this is kind of mirrored what you saw from yesterday. Yesterday they came out really hot, but then they fell off as the game progressed towards the ending stages. This time
I have to legally say, for the record, I do not want to feel the body of the boys despite what the song is saying.
You can even see it. Yeah, that's a clean one there for Aqua. Evo, he struggled here on this last play, but still got control of the ball, and he's got a great pop to Aqua. What a finish.
There, like you said, the speed was nasty fast on it, and I do got to commend the boys on it. Right, you came into this one, you had a rough little pause there for a second, and you had to like get back into the swing of things, and that's what they did, and that's what was missing from yesterday. They were able to compete very closely with SG.
All right, 27 seconds.
They just couldn't close out. Maybe this first game win kind of changes the mindset and the confidence.
Voidland, thank you for the gifted sub. Did that just go through? Was that the Darkest Godly sub? Oh my goodness, that was so long ago. Is that also an AI song? No, and I'm offended. That is Nanabe, the man who creates all the best songs used on stream.
Already got a hot hand in Aqua. What are Gen.G gonna do to kind of counter that as we get game 2?
Ever thought about dragging another pro into a call for these watch parties? Insane. Do you think that I am best friends with the pros?
First 30 seconds or so.
Do you think they want to hang with me?
Justin stealing down. Aqua's gonna deny
yes.
shot.
That'd be nice.
Gen.G squad. No touch means this one's already.
You are low key.
I do gotta hand it to
nah, I'm not
Gen.G.
best friends.
Coming out swinging.
Pay them to hang out? Ah, that feels not right.
Defense already tested on the boys there as well. You saw Aqua in a tough spot. Had numbers.
At least bring Koi in. Wait a second. We get Koi on voice. He's not typing in the chat.
That's a good turn from Percy too. No boost, but just
want to end the prediction? No, I'm not ending the prediction.
To get a beat out on Magic Bear. Ball.
I'd hang with you, Fear. You're chill. Dude, F that Carol Baskin has been a great glazer, dude. #1 chat glazer. Oh, Evo, what is that, dude? That's not my defender, GOAT.
From Magic Bear, he knew if this shot isn't getting popped up higher than I can jump, it's going straight.
Dude, he could have waited that out, right?
And that's exactly what happened.
He could have waited it out and like caught it much later, no?
Evo with the lightest touch I've ever seen, trying to clear to the side. I know what he
That's not the Evo I know.
Just didn't come off his car the right
he needs to imagine it's a 1v1.
Perfect spot to take advantage.
And I know he's not making that mistake.
Already a little bit of pressure here, forcing some unintentional
I'd
errors.
let you glaze me? No, that's not what we said.
But we go on.
That being said, you have been a great chatter, so in a way, you know.
Definitely turn things around. We've seen a couple of lifts here too in game 2. Hopefully those get cleaned up from both sides.
See how clean Justin can be with this one. Percy knocks the ball out.
It's not Jordan. Jordan never makes that mistake, dude.
There, and Magic Bear on no boost passes it off.
What a pass from Cheese.
It's Gen.G Mobile 1 all over again. This is
I hate to, you know.
Their level of communication.
Oh, I guess he was worried about the fake, dude. Imagine Cheese fakes the pass and Percy doesn't jump. I guess that would be pretty dirty. But if you're Percy and you see Cheese up there,
yeah, Percy,
you could wait it out.
He was in
Just a
really
risk.
awkward spot.
If he
Only
fakes
had
it,
12
you look
boosts.
silly.
Saw Justin up. I think he had to jump to respect it, but Justin played it so well. Great drop down pass. And Gen.G back in front, even coming off of the loss in game 1. There's not really too much of a doubt that this Gen.G roster can turn things around. We saw just what they could do against Ultimates.
Release the
yesterday.
cheese wrap from
They're
yesterday when he
playing on
won.
another level.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. Like, again, this is a team that has been in talks for that top 3 for a minute now.
Ooh.
Just off the mark and off the
Oh,
post.
Aqua.
Has the chance, though.
Going up to
Pressing
Evo?
that means
Interesting.
absolutely no space is being
Oh, the
given. No
big
connect
fake
again.
from Percy.
A missed opportunity
It's the only way we
for
can
the
describe
boys
it.
to get back into this one, and she's gonna play the patient game against Evo and win that challenge on out.
Yeah, Evo turned and dove there. He knew both teammates didn't have any boost, so he wanted to just slow down Cheese. Now Evo up again.
Any shooters?
Not able to make contact.
Any
The
shooters?
free ball, and Evo
Yeah, they're all
just
camped in though.
intercept
Once
and
they're all
give it
nice
Evo.
and set up in
A little
net.
bit of space here for the boys, but they came up really empty there on those offensive plays. And they got to go back to the drawing board. So far, they've gotten the speed on Gen.G.
Nice Evo.
They're shooting
That's the
about
defensive
40
Evo I know.
They don't have to overcommit at all. This is
That's
exactly
just in,
what
dude.
he is. Cheese increases the lead to 3.
Did we see the only win we're gonna see for the boys?
All the time and space in the world. Percy had very low boost too, and of course you're trying to dodge everybody that's coming around you on the back end of things. But Cheese,
Tough go of it for the boys
great
now.
confidence around that corner into that net there, and I mean, you want to talk about a cushion goal. 3-0 with 2 on the clock, and the boys have had some opportunities like they will again here. Unfortunately for them, that it factor that's missing is the connection with the ball on the final shot on that net.
You see Evo.
Aggressive infield pass there from our boy Evo. They do need 3.
Cheese. Percy knocks over
Cheese
to
is
the
nasty.
side.
Guys, I have terrible, terrible
Magic Bear
news.
team trying to buy time. Here's Percy.
We're out of
No
string
boost,
cheese.
plays a 50 out.
No
Evo's
stream
really the
cheese
only one
today.
with boost here on the boys team. He's on top of the ball,
So
trying
if
to get past
you were sitting here
Magic Bear.
waiting for the
Magic
stream
Bear
cheese,
knocks it away.
I hate to
You
tell
are
you,
seeing the
but
boys get
you
field
can leave.
positioning, but their
The
offense
stream cheese is not
pretty
happening
flat, just
today.
from lack of
Oof.
boost. And the fact that Gen.G were still steady net, Aqua almost got it through, but it was a good save from Magic Bear.
That's a crazy save from Magic Bear, and the fact that the boys are getting closer and closer to this goal, it feels like eventually something's gonna find its way in. But clock,
L
time,
prep.
all of it,
It's
is
been a long
against
week, you know,
right now if
and
you
we
are
ate up all
on
the cheese.
boys. This one goes out to the side. Justin's gonna catch it and slow things down a bit here. Great takeaway from Evo, but again,
Luckily,
it
we
is
do have
Gen.G
cheese
outpacing them every single time when the boys
himself
finally get this
on the
ball,
stream.
It is either taken away from them or the moment they lose touch, it is a Gen.G race into their half.
Now Gen.G trying to turn up the pace in the final minute.
W fakes.
To Magic,
Oof.
bang! 4-0. Gen.G cannot be stopped.
You physically saw them turn it up too, but the Justin leave off the corner to Magic Bear, I mean, highest
That was indeed
levels of communication
a good fake.
and synchronicity between
Synchronicity.
this team. 4-0. I mean,
I like that one.
Had a better response to that
Unfortunately,
first
when I commentate 1v1s,
Absolutely.
don't think
Now
there's any time to
get
use that.
down, And all the boys can hope for is to get
Any
one
EU
before
matches?
regulation ends.
Yeah, well, one of the EU
Magic.
streams I'm watching is watching mainstream. Vitality are about to finish out
Plays
a
off the
win,
sidewall. There's Evo. Looking
a
to
sweep
go
over
quick.
Chippy Chips.
Aqua off the back wall. Evo tried to pre-jump it, but doesn't end up doing much.
Do I think Gen.G make
Transition.
top 8 at Raleigh?
Evo will collect from his own end. And time will tick down, but the
They could.
series is
They seem like they're a better version of who they were before, so
as Gen.G
they were one win away from it
Racing
last time.
Take game 2.
Not too bad from them. They looked great. And I will say, from the boys' perspective, they were able to, keep up in good
Oh, j'ai eu un call de fou.
moments
Les gars,
for
on
long
discute, on est d'accord qu'on est en mode chill 3-0, on a plus rien à foutre. On va pas faire les mecs hypés pour un match de day 3 où on est en train vraiment sur chaque action de mettre but. Si le match devient fou, on se remettra dedans, mais là on peut un peu parler. Les gars, j'ai eu un call de ouf cet après-midi.
We're just tuning into a quick Fury rap sesh.
Vous savez, je vous avais dit que je préparais un arc.
See what Vitality are up
où
to.
j'apprends à piloter un Rafale en simulateur avec un instructeur Rafale de l'armée de l'air et de l'espace. Bah, j'ai eu un call par rapport à ça cet après-midi les gars et ça arrive en juin. Il va y avoir un arc 1 semaine apprentissage de pilotage d'un Rafale, donc c'est un avion de chasse de l'armée française avec un vrai instructeur rafale. Ah, c'est une folie furieuse, les gars. Donc là, j'ai tout acheté, joystick, machin,
Let's watch
et
the
tout sera
Zen
streamé.
Anarchy.
Et on fera un petit peu comme l'arc
And then we'll go
aviation
back.
civile. C'est-à-dire que j'avais fait ça il y a quelques temps, où en gros, j'avais pris un pilote professionnel dans l'aviation civile qui s'appelle Wassim, que j'embrasse d'ailleurs, qui a été
to make that catch there. Unfortunately for the boys, you know, you do have to switch things up here. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and hoping the results are going to be different. So game number
You found Boy's song on YouTube? Can I spam DSC 1439 there? Wait, you mean like in the comments?
Who's going to be the next person to take
It has.
overall?
It only has 2.7k views actually, so it's actually not the
As
most popular song ever.
For those of you using the crowd, can kind of keep eyes, especially on Gen.G, how they're rotating, how they're moving around the map. They play for each other, and you can even kind of see the communication happen in real time if they're looking hard enough. As we get this one underway, you see Evo get 50 towards Aqua, but Justin up early. Gets there, you see Percy jump, but not the best challenge. You know, goes straight to Evo, will bang it away. Gets fit to Cheese. Cheese will follow. Can you get an extra touch? Wow, what a recovery there. Makes it a little awkward for Aqua. But
Dog Fear wants to be
you see
free?
how
Nah, he's
difficult
protecting
it
the
is
house.
Based on Gen.G's rotation for the boys to move up.
Oh!
Bump though, and Aqua right on top.
Aqua
of it.
cooking.
Evo would make this contact, but he does.
He's cooking with water.
And that's the contact that was
Get it?
missing, whether it's on the ball
'Cause, like,
or on the person in front
'cause of his
you.
name?
The boys were missing that in game number 2. So to see it here and then to see the results of it turn into a goal, that's what they wanted, that's what they needed, and they have it in their bag. But Gen.G got to look to respond as quickly as possible, really just to assert dominance at this point. Otherwise, the boys might actually snowball some momentum in their favor with another shot on target sent off to the side.
Oh man, lots of offense here coming out of the boys.
No, explain it better. Well, it's like basically, you know, sometimes they say cooking with gas because presumably, like when you cook with gas, it, like I think it cooks like faster or hotter, or, you know. So, but his name's Aqua, and Aqua. Maybe what you didn't know is you're not like a fluent Spanish speaker like me. Aqua is the word for water. So it's a water Spanish, cooking with water.
Only got there in time on that one, and now Justin trying to do a big one and get him one out. But this time, this is what I was talking about. There hasn't really been that
Agua,
moment of,
you're
like,
right.
the
It's
boys
Agua. You're right.
owning the midline,
Sorry,
forcing the
but
back
still, you
very,
guys still
very
got it.
quickly. You gotta see a small
Aqua is a,
like
you know, a
Gen.G
color,
quickly
right?
onto their side
In
here.
English,
They're
but
on
Agua,
the
you know,
immediately
you
sent
guys
back
still do
to
it.
Cheese. Great
Bay
down
used to
from
be
Justin.
believable. I don't see the
Pass
connection.
to Magic Bear might be a little late. It was. Percy did throw a hand up in time in the wave dash.
How is chat sentiment? I'm not even gonna check. I can only see if I look at the OBS meter, and I'm sure it's going crazy.
Somehow Percy jumps up just in time, and Aqua gets his bailout.
Question is, does Gen.G know how low boost the boys are? You're playing the ball pretty high. They're trying to make use of all the space that they have. The boys have done such a good job of getting those clearances after being able to buy time. Midfield boost though, been all control of Gen.G as Magic Bear, heater of a shot. Cheese looking for the follow. Can he get the double? No. Double commit. Denies that, and now the boys trying
Bump
to
him?
Aqua looking for a bump
Ooh,
on
Justin escapes.
Patience there to get out of that situation. Oh my God, another counter attack there.
Dink!
Oh, those magic shot. And it's still 1-0 as the boys look.
Ooh, getting clipped on the other way. No, wait, a pass could actually be based.
Top corner, that's off too. We can't get a goal here to save our lives.
Right now, they are trying desperately to get on in, and like you said, I don't know if Gen.G realize how.
Ooh,
low
that's
they
just
are at
teed
times.
up,
At some
dude.
point,
That's
they're
getting
gonna
scored.
recognize it, 'cause
That's
here
getting scored.
comes Justin, Gen.G do all that shooting and then all that defending just for a solid flick to be the catch out, and Aqua just a bit too far ahead of himself. You already saw the nose of his car in that goal, and it takes the tiniest of mistakes to open that net wide out.
Aqua is similar to water, though. It's used as an adjective, if I'm not wrong.
I didn't have enough.
Sure, yeah, we need more people backing me up. I'm sure I wasn't wrong.
I mean, but
In fact, I've never been wrong. I just haven't found the right reason to explain why I'm right
Oh,
yet.
for sure. And
That's a good
honestly,
mentality to
both
have,
teams
by the way.
felt like they were suffocating, so maybe that goal is honestly a breath of fresh air to kind of reset and get back into it. The boys are tied, though. Their lead taken away from them. Justin sends this one on
Keeps it
up.
alive.
Who has been doing a lot of that cheating up and just trying to anticipate any catch to catch Gen.G off guard. but nothing quite coming into fruition. A bump play.
I can never
it's late
do RLCS stream because if I have to commentate Justin, I'll just be saying it way too many times.
Both teams trying to get that.
Oh, Justin keeps it alive.
Up on each other here as well.
Feer, did he not just squirt and kind of end it? But in a way, he kept it alive, don't you think? Ooh. I don't know if the boy's going to win again, dude.
The demo in the back end, putting him into the 1v2, and he was already used up all his boost to make that first save, and you can see
Good shot. Good shot from the bear. You used to know this kid in middle school named Aqua who would bring knives to school and do double backflips off the swings. Would he hold the knives while he did the double backflips? Because now that is cool, dude.
Magic Bear also, they're playing the patient game on the boys.
Yeah, now they can kind of control their tempo a little bit. They were playing so fast earlier just to try to get a leg up. But with it keeping up the speed, Percy.
Oh, what a save, actually.
Percy recovered. What a stop, but the boys still down by 1. Evo with the last amount of boost that he had, able to clear.
All right, boys.
And now the boys
last chance.
A little bit of field positioning, able to get boosted up. They
Need a bump? Didn't get it.
There's only 30 seconds left in regulation.
And you got to keep it going too. If you are in that half, you got to take as many shots as humanly possible. Here comes one.
Wait, aqua is water in Latin? Is that actually true? Is that why you keep saying that? Because if so, I knew that. Just to be clear, I knew that from the beginning, if that's true.
Gen.G is right up in their faces. Another challenge in the corner. Demoed off the play means it's going to slow them down enough to possibly lose this one.
Oh.
Cheese pop up. Percy has
Still not great, though. Still not the best miss I've ever seen.
For Gen.G, a Mobile One to take game 2. Or
big 3. That was 3. They took game 2. But big win.
And game 3.
Big win,
a goal so good, they took 2 games with it. Didn't you speak Latin as a kid back in your day? Are you saying I'm old enough that I existed when Latin was spoke regularly? Isn't Latin just not spoken anymore?
If it goes a certain way, it's just such a big impact for either side as they were playing very fast and playing at a really high level. So now you're starting to see where this series is continuing at.
Remember you used the Latin pickup line on Miss Dr. Feer?
Big question. Gen.G, the way that they've been able to kind of shift gears has shown. But for the boys,
nah, I told her that there wasn't a Wildcat on her ID card. And then that was it, dude. Clearly, we were destined for marriage and children.
He's always good to get 1. Sometimes if he doesn't have enough boost, he can't get you 2 saves. And Gen.G took advantage of that.
Oh, for sure.
What does that even mean? She thought there was a Wildcat. I felt like there wasn't.
And right now, out of pretty much everybody
I think that's where the stance was. I think she was pro Wildcat. I was against the Wildcat on the ID card.
Some of the best game endurance you've seen in a minute, and this is a best of 7, so it's going on for the long haul here. The boys are just trying to stay in it. They do got to respond in this next one though, otherwise Gen.G and Mobile One are headed to a match point.
But surely they respond.
Boys again, we're seeing them kind of mirror yesterday. Overtime there in that game.
Ooh,
and now they're looking to
1 bump away.
At least tie this one up, maybe force a game 6. We'll see if they have what it takes. Here's Aqua. Right on top of the ball. Great 50 out of him. Not gonna be able to get the corner.
How do you see your watch streak? I think you got to go to the predictions area, and it will tell you.
Challenge there from the side of the boys, and Justin trying to switch the side of the play. Percy collects, and he gets that mid boost, so maybe he can set up Aqua. Aqua with the shot. He had it at the net. He didn't know. Just shot it too high.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you know what? You got to respect the fact that they're at least getting on into it again, though. This one popped up.
Where is Aqua? He's so late.
Time with it. You see his teammate on the side. He's soloing.
Nice, Percy to Evo. Directly at Cheese. Oh my goodness. Cheese is Scott Sterling. I cannot believe it. Scott Sterling with 2 back-to-back saves. The ball just morphs straight to his car.
But man, they're still keeping up the pressure. Maybe a chance here for Percy. You know, Justin denies it. They are still trying to keep Gen.G in their half, trying to suffocate them, keep them low boost.
No holes in the Cheese defense.
I mean, you don't want to go back to your own half with just coming up short like this and getting hit when a counter is. Now you're going to go all the way. No, Evo's there for the block.
Ooh, nice speed from Evo.
Evo is trying. Right now you can see that the boys are kind of almost emulating what Gen.G has done with the passing play to one another, trying to be a lot quicker than they were in the past. But
The boys better win this
them,
for
Gen.G
rentals.
recognize when you're starting to, do that same level of passing play, and they can intercept very frequently, even on low boost here. It's another
Bop
slowdown. Aqua,
to Percy.
to Percy.
Double.
Half a tank to work
Fitty.
with.
No
A shot on
Fitty.
target denied by Justin. And Gen.G Mobile 1, they're just playing the patient game. They're letting the boys wear themselves out, take their shots, and they're just waiting for the right time to transition.
Double, that's in?
On out, but Percy's
Look at
like,
that.
absolutely not. You don't even
Boys,
get the time
boys,
to do that.
boys.
Faster than Justin, faster than Cheese. It was off the pinch in the mid side. And well, I mean, I guess it turns open for you.
What cheese do you identify as? Stream. Stream cheese, obviously.
Justin was trying to control it. Maybe thought he could even fake Percy out, and he paid the price for it. Now the boys setting the tone early in game 4.
Boys will be boys after all.
Looking to respond back. Here's Cheese.
The boys will be boys.
Has some control. Aqua throws it away. Magic Bear will send it back into the blue half. Evo, strong pickup, but plays it toward the corner. Justin takes a shot, and Aqua there to receive. Another clearance, but the boys.
Ooh, that's going to be tough to stop. That's going to be tough to stop. Only the crossbar could do it, and the crossbar did. Oh. W performance from the crossbar there.
And it's just a little too high. Now it's transition out for the boys. They're in that Gen.G half, one challenge at a time to try and stay there, though. They keep losing them. Now Justin's the one to break out.
Oh, wow. Justin, I mean, the fact he beat the shadow here, Aqua shadow to be like, I'm going to stop the flick. Percy early chat. Oh, he's so close on the shadow, though. So close.
But Justin, so much power behind it, so accurate, and a strong goal for Gen.G to bring the
Herc said, boys, you know the team is the boys, right? So the commentators will very likely say boys frequently. Now, if she says, boys, boys, be my boys, I want to be your lover girl, then you let me know, okay? If she says that, I need you to let me know right away.
To really just give you the opportunity to keep going. Aqua's turn next. Bump off Percy.
Look at him go! Percy, he's back!
I like this turn from Aqua here. He's kind of keeping himself at the midfield line during the play. Just plays it high. Percy stays with it and just banks the shot. Great pressure. The boys are doing a good job when they do have Gen.G on the back end, making them.
Herc said Justin. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Read the ball. And it's paying off big time for the boys. They're up by 1, but they got to hold on to it. That's been their biggest challenge.
Yeah, that's definitely the difference maker, is being able to close those games out, especially if you are in the lead. A minute 20 on the clock to hold Gen.G back is actually.
How much do you think we have to offer the boys for them to join Fear Corp? They don't have a team stream, so they need a team stream.
Cheese is going to be the one to follow it. Double leaves it for Justin.
You think Percy plays better with this new squad or the Lion Blaze Daniil duo? I don't know enough about how he played with the other team. This team is getting better results, right? But
played the beat there on Aqua. Now Evo Percy, you see them both low on boost, and Aqua
offer them a lover girl? I don't think I can. Right?
He's not going to get the ball. Good dippo for Evo. That's going to slow down some of the Gen.G offense, but they still got to get the ball out. Cheese off the respawn. Sends it across to Justin. Justin, great first touch. Not going to be able to get a follow. Gen.G want to keep this here on the blue end.
Mina's over.
Push their way past the boys. That's a good flick, but no one's there to get the shot. So now
the foul clowns did it.
They kind of have to start from scratch. That's a big clear. Cheese, no boost all the way back. The shot.
Ooh.
Cheese got there in time. Magic Bear with a good follow-up save. But Gen.G, they got to go.
Wow, that Percy shot would be a bigger deal if they weren't already up by 1. Ooh, Evo! Never mind. He's trash. He's garbage. Oh, no way. All right, they did finish it off.
Gen.G will play.
The boys
How did I read that? Holy That's probably gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Regain, queen, regain. Listen.
I gotta regain like the boys. There we go. That's my connection back in. Formal apology to the entire world right now.
What'd she say?
Great though. That's a lot of energy for that. I'm just saying, you sounded great. Now, that being said, yes, the boys have tied up the series. We do got to guarantee game 6 here. And Gen.G trying to make a last-second play, almost able to get the equalizer there, but unfortunately, they fell kind of flat in. But man, you got to talk about it for the boys.
The boys are back in town. If only that wasn't Omega copywritten.
So well, but then you would see them.
Pretty sure Aqua is Spanish for the boys. Have you guys ever realized what Evo is backwards?
Strong impact, because then they would give up some goals late. Teams would force overtimes. They would lose the overtimes, and that's
It's
not
the
where they
boys
want to
win
be,
in
so
5.
They are making adjustments now.
Actually, it's in
anybody's
6
series.
because they can't possibly
We're
win
going
in
to
5.
Aquadome, and anybody can turn this around and put it on match point. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel really bad because when we were doing predictions, I was like, oh, y'all are so funny. You think the boys have a chance? And then now they're like, okay, well, we're here and we're taking games. So, yeah, you're right. Guaranteed game 6 no matter what. Potential forced game 7 if the boys can take another one right here. But
Why is she assuming that Gen.G will win game 6 if the boys win game 5?
Slightly giving old Gen.G vibes.
I'm sorry, but I won't stand for that.
The fact that there are moments where
If the boys win, they might win again.
They're now the ones that aren't closing out.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, now it's about Gen.G. We've seen them in situations like this before. They just have to refocus and get those finishes down. But 5 minutes on the clock is plenty of time to kind of turn these games in your favor. They just had to see one fall. I think that's been a bit of the difficulty here sometimes. Is
I want
just coming up
a
scoreless so much.
the
It's
boys
overcommit or
regional
just make
championship.
mistakes,
Is that
they
too much
hit
to
the
ask?
counter, but here's Magic Bear on top of that
Who
one.
do the
Great
Ultimates want to
touch.
win?
Cheese with a follow.
They are fighting complexity. So they want Gen.G to win. They're fighting. I mean, they're fighting maybe the boys if the boys can keep winning.
His little cut right there, if you were gonna challenge
So what
it,
they
you
want
really
is
gotta win
for
that one. fact
the
that
3
she's
ahead of
able to
them
win and the
to
B hit
really
just opened it
solidify
wide
themselves
out
and
with
just
Magic
like
Bear already
pull away,
upfield.
which means everybody else is losing,
Another opening lead
making
for
that
them,
4th
nothing
spot
uncommon. However,
more available.
the real
So they
question
want
mark
Gen.G
is
to win,
how quickly do the boys respond?
if you ask me.
See Aqua up quickly again, but change of possession. Evo, low boost.
Ooh, to Aqua?
For a transition.
Can he
Circle the
peek?
double
Ooh,
here.
he didn't. I don't even think he believed the Magic was gonna miss.
Percy dies for the follow-up, and he'll take the corner boost, so maybe the boys can have some extended pressure here, but Percy can't make contact.
After the qualifier, we have a triple. Ooh, nice shot.
What?
A triple or quadruple tie on 10 points.
And Gen.G get another goal.
They're literally just faster.
Bang.
I'm telling you, right now, the boys, you cannot get off your defensive game even for a split second, because those Gen.G clears, they're not clears to no man land. They're just really long passes, and you got to be prepared for that in every scenario. Gen.G now up by 2, the gap getting wider for the boys to be able to keep up with Gen.G.
All right.
We need more boys goals. When boys are scoring, then I can feel like anything could happen. But when Gen.G goes up 2,
Gen.G,
it's harder to believe.
this is just such a strong cushion for them. Now for the boys, they got a lot of time in game. 3 minutes on the clock. They
Bang,
can easily
bang,
turn
nope.
this around, and we may even see that depending on how the series goes. But right now, Gen.G just in control. Magic Bear sent up field to just cause some chaos. Great shot from Justin, and Aqua though was ready for it. It's gonna be so challenging to play against a Gen.G team that is
Demo? Wait a second.
They can choose to slow down the play if they want to.
Nope. Still no chance. Who do I predict to win the regional? NRG.
Your offense, because they can take those
It does seem
risks
like an
that they're
NRG
allowed
win
to with that cushion.
is imminent.
Now you got a half a game left to go. You just got to play some really solid defense. Take your, opportunities as they come to you, but you don't got to force anything right now if you're Gen.G. Just got to let the boys play and watch them squirm. Justin, hand up. reset to keep this one in his team's favor. Magic Bear, the pass off to him, still good. Double commit up to clear this one out, and we've seen that very frequently.
Oof, that'd be ridiculous if that was somehow scored or scorable. The boys took out the main contenders, so it should be an energy win. You're talking about when the boys eliminated Reddles?
No. Justin will collect, and he's going to bring this over toward the sidewall. Has Cheese middle, but he doesn't have boost, so Magic Bear is going to be needed.
WTF is this chat? This is the best chat there ever was.
To get the ball into the corner, Cheese able to get a 50 across.
No, little step bros.
Gen.G trying to get boosted up. You see Magic Bear kind of fake challenge there to get the boys to give up the ball, but Percy holds on to it. Good carry down the midfield, pass one. 50 straight down. Evo can get around it. It was a tough bounce to read. The boys have slowed down on their approach. They haven't really been able to get too much going here. They've got 5 shots.
What happened to little step bros? They got scammed, dude. They were up in game 5 to qual for top 6. Oof.
Go to the back, leaves it for Percy. Percy's space to make a double pass.
But
maybe
they did not succeed.
Right now, the boys are very slow to those follow-ups, and I don't know if that's just, being a little nervous to, take that risk and go on up. And if you miss it, it's a clear out for Gen.G again. But for now, you got to find 2 goals in 40 seconds, and if you don't find anything
not a believer.
here, it looks like it's as good as gone.
I'm not a believer.
Clears this one out mid. Justin's going to catch it, waste more time that the boys needed, and if he can find a goal, takes that boost.
Vitality 100% over in EU.
30 seconds remaining here. Small bouncer. That one goes off the ceiling. Justin with the shot. Good block from Percy. They'd have to score with some time, and it would have to start now. Here's Evo. Control, but a pop. You don't have to boost. You're just giving up possession.
Has everybody gone 2-0?
Aqua.
BDS bounced back from their
Way
loss.
towards the Gen.G side.
How does KC have a -2 buckles while being 6-0? Because... Wait, you can't have a -2 buckles, can you?
They almost get one for the road, but it'll hit the ground.
Nate's great. Name of the 4 months prime. No, you can't. So that means everybody who they've played against,
It's a great win overall.
the first team they played against lost to them and then lost again, so they're -2. And the other team they played is 1-1, so they're 0. Voidland, maybe they gifted over to Reddles. RL.
They took down 8 of the 11 shots.
So the buckles is just based on your opponent's record.
It is a good, sign of
1 away from 5 months. So beautiful.
Fix it, right? You're trying to force the game 7 at this point. If you are the boys,
Reddles needs the money. You know that when you give someone a sub, they don't get money, right? At least if you give it in my chat, I'm the one who gets the money.
They haven't called a timeout.
Reddles just gets a cool badge.
Yesterday, they're not calling one today. And I could see sometimes that being able to work, but that's the boys. That's their
Why is Gen.G on the same side as NRG again after they lost to them already?
One of my favorite maps, Neo Tokyo, and there is a chance for the boys to.
Because Gen.G.
But Gen.G, if they remain consistent as they have been, then I would expect them to close it out right here, right now.
You get it now, right?
But you never know what happens here in these series from time to time.
Let me go look at this.
This one, though, the boys are
Why are they
really
on the
biggest
same
thing is
side
being
when they've
able to
already
create
played
on
each other?
offense. They felt like they came out flat. When they would set up, it was very simple, very predictable, not too much.
Yeah, that's how it's designed. I don't know.
If they did try to pass, Gen.G would cut it off. Most of the time, they were playing the ball around the sidewalls and into the corner. That's only.
It probably has something to do. You know, I need to look into the lower seating. So it used to be, like I said before, the seeding matches used to fix all this, but now it goes on like initial seed, and I think that's initial seed from the buckles, and I think dude, I don't know, man. NRG's initial seed was actually kind of bad because they didn't do well in the Swiss or something, so they might have a lower seed than they should have when it came to the crossover matches. It's like, rest in peace the seeding matches, which made more sense to me at least. The seeding matches were so boring, it could save us from the Ultimates having to play Gen.G early on in the lowers.
Magic Bear will slide it through. Great demo from Cheese to set it up.
Fair enough. I mean, like I said, it's so much synchronicity.
Guys,
but even
do you ever put
better
your
than
headphone
that
cord
is
next to
just
your
so
phone and then hear
fluid. The way that
static?
they go and they demo
I'm sure
out
that's
or
not
roll
like
out,
me
but in
getting
this case, they
cancer
demo
into
out.
my body,
They're
right?
not taking themselves out of any rotation. It's all a part of the plan. Now Gen.G have their lead again. And every time we've seen that, it's pretty much ended in a win. So it's on the boys to get back in.
Seems like best strat is to win your games. It's true.
Maybe a chance here for Aqua.
Who's gonna tell him?
No, Gen.G read it. Great block out. And Magic Bear will collect 0.
All right, I really needed the boys to score first here. The fact that they did not has made me lost faith.
And Justin almost
Ooh.
got another open one. The boys just so aggressive and they leave so much space.
Why is Neo Tokyo not pitched in RLCS, but it is in ranked? I don't know why they use the pitched one. Voidland, thank you for the gifted sub over to Ben Lacey, who is now a 2-month subscriber. So someone has done this before. Someone has done that before.
For the boys, on the other hand, Aqua, another shot on target, really has been trying with all of his might. It's just
I'm trying to think if that was my account. I actually had an account that was, I think, just named kind of like my name. It might have been Ben_Lacey. Account created in 2013. I think that one is it.
Aqua got a lot of room here. Able to get the flip reset. Justin sitting on the back wall though, ready.
When was the one made without the underscore? 2012? I think it was the one with the underscore. But then when I decided I was going to stream, I was like, I don't want to stream with that name. So then I made the Feer account. Well, it was actually Feer RL at first. For those old Feer enjoyers.
They've been able to take the field position, and then when they get that man up, he's able to off ball just cause a lot of havoc. It leads to
was your name just a misspelling of feet? No, if I could go back in time, dude, and see how many people type feet into my chat, I might have picked a different name. But when I originally picked the name, I didn't realize that it was going to become a gamer name that like was actually part of a big stream.
Yeah, Percy threats the needle there as well.
If there's one thing I've learned watching you, don't lose your games, is that it's that simple. Just win all your games. The KC strategy.
So great speed, great pressure from the boys.
All right, boys, wait a second. Oh, wait, that's Justin. I thought that was Justin trying to get back on defense after reading the chat. Looked back, thought he was trying to make a save because in my defense, it does look like he's approaching that almost as if he's going to save it. It's okay. Everyone calls me Nenepo. Oh, you mean Pooh. Because your name is Nenepo. What? Joe Mama!
I needed the money.
You needed the money. Thank you for the 13 months prime. You know that just gives me money, right? If anything, if you needed the money, you should cancel your Amazon Prime subscription.
Apply some pressure, see if they can get him boost starved. But Gen.G has done a great job on low boost to get the ball out, as well as, I mean, we've even seen them score on time.
I think I set up my Prime. My Prime that I give people is actually set up to my parents' account. And I think my Amazon Prime that I have now is set up to Dr. Feer, and I don't think she ever uses her Prime, so it could really be nice if she could just give me her Prime. Next level fraud. I could give myself my Prime because I did that. But I don't think she ever does. It's not infinite money glitch. Maybe it's infinite money glitch for Amazon.
They do still need to tie things up here. Evo's gonna send it back.
Oh wow, that's so available. You gotta score this. Oh my goodness, the boys. He tried to miss the defender and there literally wasn't even a defender. He got demoed. It was free. You could put it anywhere. You did not have to try and dodge the demo or dodge the defender with your shot.
Can't get there in time. Now it's Cheese looking to clear this one into space. Evo touch midfield, looking for Aqua, but good cut from Magic Bear to send him backwards.
Brutal. The boys could have been somebody. Pre-jump from Percy? This is gonna go crazy, dude. He actually tried to dime it up on the pre-jump. That was about to be nutty. 50 needs a huge 50. Actually, it's a pretty good 50. It's a really good 50. Oh my goodness. Can they do it?
And now the boys gotta battle it out to try and get a win. They need a golden goal to force game 7 in here. They're gonna try
Ooh,
and
that's
find
not good for Gen.G.
This
Oh,
one's
they're
still up.
faster.
Magic Bear to clear out. Maybe Gen.G can also steal it in the
Evo
last few
pre-jumps?
moments, but boys have other
Ooh,
plans.
good defensive
5
pre-jump from
seconds to go.
Cheese.
Cheese in the corner. This
Oh,
one
that's
out.
just so
Magic Bear
scoreable.
shot
Oh, but that was the weakest shot I've ever seen.
Percy still keeping
OT!
it in and overtime to see if we get Champions Field.
Boys have to be careful off the kick.
Squishy boy.
Plenty of games
Last
because
sub
of
for a minute.
just not
Gotta
being
get
ready
more
for
cheddar
kickoff
less
strats.
than
Seems like
3.
they're
Yo, thank you for the
trying
13 months
right
tier
now.
1.
Cheese plays that one up high.
Appreciate you
Maybe
and all your
declares it.
subs.
Gen.G letting a goal go in late. They've got to regain composure. Here's Percy. Plays this one off the ceiling. Aqua's fast. But
Ooh,
not fast enough.
shootable? Oh, actually, that was
Looking
probably
to
a better
the
pass.
midfield,
Percy
and
was not.
Justin, though,
It
great
wasn't the best
cutout.
pass
He's gonna
ever, but
force
Percy
the
also wasn't
boys
very
back.
committed
But
to helping out.
ready to pounce.
30 seconds into this overtime, Gen.G
Nice
had a
speed.
decent amount of pressure onto the boys.
I like the
They're gonna
color
keep
of
it going
Evo's
with another
octopus,
clear out into
but I still
their
don't know
half.
if I'm
Slows it down.
octopus build.
No challenge immediately means a nice little clear out mid, but Gen.G slightly low on resources. Justin really was the only one with anything for a short moment there, which is nerve-wracking. They get back in time, moment to breathe and recollect themselves, but Aqua's
Ooh,
not giving them the
there was
room
an
or the
angle.
space to do that. It was a shot on target, an air dribble from Magic Bear, taken away.
Is the
by
octopus a universal decal?
Cheese in the
Or does it only go on the Fennec?
Still able to hang on to it. We'll play a low 50-50s too. Justin backing up all the way though. They don't want to overextend. They're going to send the bear.
They're going to send a bear.
Evo almost gets it past Justin. And it'll be Percy putting that towards net.
Oh, that was
Cheese with
just
clearance. Aqua last
an
back.
L
Has to
shot.
get a good touch here. Great
Rolling the
touch.
ball
Evo
directly
plays
at
the
an
follow-up.
established
Cheese
defender
collect.
is
And now
whatever the
number
opposite of a
50.
shot is.
Justin's up. Puts a shot on, but it's too high. Now here's Percy.
Patience from Percy.
Able to get a demo on Magic Bear, and he's looking for more. It's Cheese in an awkward spot.
Ooh.
Magic Bear fresh off the respawn. Good
Who's that
clears
last back
downfield.
not
Cheese
going?
trying to play
It's
alone.
Evo.
And Gen.G just trying to manipulate the space, see if they can control the boys' movements to get them some possession and put them in some awkward spots. The boys have held on far though. As the overtime-
Baby! I'm a believer. I never stop believing.
Despite having the time and the space, it's just honestly a mistake.
I'm going.
With Andy defensively,
I love a good crowded beach.
and the boys took advantage of the moment presented in front of them. Game 7 has officially been forced. And I was going to be saying, honestly, that was the closest I've seen the boys play competitively to Gen.G, right? Gen.G really ramped up the pace, and it felt like when the boys started to get into the swing of things and really say, all right, we're going to be taking some shots of our own. And you want to talk shots? Aqua 8 on his own. This is what, 17 shots alone from the boys. They nearly tripled what they did in the last game.
Now
But we do have game 7.
and only one.
So Dog
can
Fear
survive
might
the
have to
advance
wait
here in the
for game
bracket.
7.
5 minutes on the clock. Here
What's
we
the dog
go.
doing? He
Gen.G
went out the
versus
dog door
boys to see
and is
who
now
moves on.
convinced that there's absolutely no way to
The
get
scary
back
part
into the
is,
house
if
except
you
for
were the
barking.
boys, you want this win more than anything, but waiting for you in the wings is NRG and Gen.G. Of course, they want that grudge match. They want to prove their wins against NRG are no fluke by any means. So this is a really big one here for whoever.
The
can
boys
take
get NRG next, though. Is that right?
Start to the
They really
day.
need to not get swept by Space Station.
Who will continue on already.
Ooh.
Percy, big shot on.
Good
forcing
save,
Cheese
Cheese.
up. Magic Bear will try to collect good 50 on the side of Evo to keep the pressure. We've seen the
Uh-oh.
boys come up
Wait,
with a
what's going
lot
on
of
with Gen.G?
goals here when
I was saying the boys were in
pressure.
trouble because Percy was going to get a bad touch
Has
and the
also
rotations were
been
going to be late,
strong
but then
counterattack, so
Gen.G
both
didn't do
sides
anything.
Have to be careful with how they're playing this.
Nice little hand up from Evo. Justin, he's been
Keeps it alive.
very prominent in that midline, but Percy.
Ooh, that one was not a good save.
I believe that was Cheese. And you know what? Off to a great start.
Cheese. Yeah, he should have had that one. He kind of angles his car towards the net, and it's a tough one that he lets go. But the boys able to pick
The
up
boys
the
are good,
first
man.
goal. Now Gen.G.
I'm pretty sure I saw on Twitter somebody who knows ball
Here's
tweeted about how the boys' internet going
Get it
out
too much.
was
Justin now on top of the ball.
a big
Aqua
deal
trying to
and should have been
collect,
talked about more.
Justin just had such great 50s. This one, though, gets away from him, and you see Aqua once again looking for the bump. Got the bump. Evo, though, can't get on top of it. Good defense from Gen.G to get him out. They really got to start
good boys.
We haven't seen them with too much.
No, that feels weird. Sure, the boys are playing well, but saying good boys to them over the line for me. What a pass. Shot denied, dude. Every single boy could have saved it.
In this particular game to slow them down. Shots are wide from Gen.G. Demos are coming through, but these passes are
Evo's ready for it.
They've been doing it for 6 games already. At some point, you did have to anticipate that the boys were gonna learn.
Yeah, great cutout from the pass.
Oh, Evo. Oh, what a save, dude. All of a sudden, the boys are just swarming these shots like I didn't feel like they were before. The late recovering defenders are improving.
As the boys get some field positioning. Here's Evo. Can't get it past Cheese. Cheese wants to carry this out. Cheese can get things going too. Clean things up, put some good shots on. Gen.G could easily get back into this game. Justin wants to keep that pressure. May set up Cheese here, but he's not fast enough. Double commit does come out from the boys, though, so Gen.G will have enough time. This won't be a bad loss there.
No, not at all.
A little team bump. I got convinced for a second that those weren't teammates because I was like, oh, why did they just bump each other?
Aqua beat out, and that's what you need if you are the boys. You gotta be able to intercept every touch from Gen.G. You can't let them get more than 2 touches to each other. 2 minutes on the clock. 1 goal lead still.
You also can never let the boys get 2 touches to each other.
Better than where Gen.G is sitting right now in this game 7.
Boys have locked things
Are they
down
double
on
pre-jumped?
defense.
Am I crazy, or did one of the boys pre-jump with him?
Now here's Justin. Nice.
Ooh, getting scared. Can he double this? Cleaned up by Evo. Oh, the double clear. It's still back on target, but they should be chilling now. Infield. Bang. Ooh, save. That was a heater.
Job of not overextending to try and get that boost. They're playing confidently on a half a tank and just going for those pads, and that's been a big difference maker defensively for them. It is
ooh, that's a nice.
Gen.G. Here comes
considering he has 0 boost, just got a lot of that. Triple save, Evo in and out.
Justin wanted the cut, but Evo's challenge goes forward. The boys finally out of their half. They're gonna try and work with something here. Low boost for Aqua, but Percy already next.
Ooh, Justin versus Percy. Wait, Evo's up there too? They're all in? Luckily, Aqua was nice and far back. Oh, jeez, you forgot the ball, homie. Oh, my goodness, dude. He thought he could just drive under it, and it went right over the top of him.
Here's Cheese looking to collect. Gets it to Justin. Gen.G have to move upfield.
Oh, baby. Aqua underneath. Not even a single touch from Magic Bear. Ooh, tried the ceiling pass, but it was red. It was red. Evo, nice double. He's been looking mechy, per usual. Ooh, they passed it to Evo. Big mistake. He hits these.
This is not the end, though. Gen.G have 20 seconds to
That's
work
rolling
with
over.
here. If they can get out of their half, it's left for Cheese
17 seconds to save the world. Otherwise, it's boys supremacy. Oh, Magic Bear, does he have the boost? He does? Evo sends it high. Aqua puts it a long way. Cheese keeps it alive. Percy's there. Catch, flick. Bang! The boys are back in town. Huge payouts. 90-10. The boys.
3-2 in the series, force the game 7, and go back to that shot that I believe Aqua took, and Cheese in the net, and that one is going to be one that might stick with them.
Aqua's so excited. You can tell by the way he's just saying nothing. He went straight back into free play.